Hello everyone and welcome back to today's vlog. Now that November has officially begun, I thought I would have a look back at all the things that I liked during autumn. So here are my autumn favourites. For those of you who have seen these kind of videos from me before, you'll know that I often start with makeup products and today is no exception. Over the last few months I have been a bit choppy changey with my makeup and looking at new products. After trying a few foundations, I finally settled on No. 7's Instant Radiance, and for those of you again who have watched several of my videos, you'll know that I am a big No. 7 fan, so this shouldn't come as much of a surprise to you, but it comes in a handy nice wee bottle like this with just a pump cap, and it just works its way up from the bottom. Now, as I've mentioned in previous videos, No. 7 do a match made service, so I got this one in my own colour, which is Calico, and I just found that it was really dewy because I was finding that my skin was going a bit dry again, especially with the cold weather setting in, so this one just keeps and locks in that moisture. So if you're like me and have suffered from a bit of dry skin, I would definitely give this one a go. You can always pop into your local store and see if you can get a wee sample, because that's what I did. Now, after you've popped on your foundation, a lot of people do like to set that with a bit of powder. Now, be ready, it isn't a No. 7 powder that I'm about to show you, it is instead Smashbox. Now, I thought I would give Smashbox a wee try because I've seen really good results with people who had been using their makeup, and so I went along and had a wee look and came out with this. Now, this is their Hydrating Perfecting Powder, and I really like the design of this because you can never use too much. It really holds really well, and it just has a simple pop-up function like this with a wee mirror at the top. Now, what I like about this is that you'll notice that if I do that, no powder falls out, and that's because they have a really simple turntable thing that just then lets that powder in, and you can just use as much or as little as you need. I really find that it does hold all day. It is a bit pricey at over £30, but I think it's going to last me a long time, so it's a pretty good investment in the long run. Now, to pop that powder on, you're going to need a really good brush. So again, I went out and got the Real Techniques powder brush. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, the first time I used it, it did feel like a cloud was on my face. The brush is so soft and it really just holds onto that powder as you're buffing it on your face. I know these brushes are really popular and they're really not that expensive in the long run, around £9, and I find that they last a lot longer than some of the cheaper brushes. So if you are looking for new brushes, definitely have a look at the Real Techniques one, because I really like them. Now, a few months ago I decided that I was going to start eating a bit healthier and really watching what rubbish that I was putting into my mouth. Now, I had a wee look for what was out there in terms of what I could do. I wanted a good water bottle that was going to hold quite a lot of water but not be too big or cumbersome to carry, and I came across this. Now, you're going to wonder what the wee blue thing inside of it is. Now, it's actually a fruit infuser bottle. So you can just put fruit in this blue bit here and then just fill it up with water, and it basically, the fruit flavours go into the water and it tastes really nice and it makes you actually drink a lot more water than you're used to. Now, I've gotten a bit lazy lately not filling it up with fruit, but there really is no excuse, and I'm going to head out and I'm going to actually freeze bag just little bundles so that I can just take them out and pop them in. Now, if you are a bit unsure about what you can put in them and the combinations, because I know I was, I did actually get this nice wee book with it as well. Just fruit infused water, and it has just simple recipes inside. There's no pictures, but you don't really need them, you just need to cut up the fruit. What I really liked about this book is it split it up into different headings so that you can have your energizing one, your detox, and what is refreshing as well. So depending on what mood you're in, you can have a wee flick through this and have a wee look. I definitely recommend it for anyone who's looking to be a bit more healthy or somebody who just loves a bit of fruit and water, to be honest. For my next autumn favourite, I thought I would go out and treat myself to a few bits of new clothes, because I often find that why should I spend money on clothes but I'll easily spend it on food, which is definitely not in the right order. You should definitely treat yourself to something that's going to last a bit longer. And so what I did is I went out and I bought a pair of boots. Now, these ones are just about knee height, just underneath, with a little heel, but what I like is that it's nice and chunky, so they're actually really comfy to wear, and you can wear them all day long, to be honest. But they are real suede, so they're definitely going to last me. They are only from New Look at about £60, I think, but then if you get your student discount, it takes them down to a really good value, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to do it. and I have not regretted them since. I've worn them loads of times and I'm definitely getting my money's out of them. So if there's something that you have been looking at for a while and you're thinking, no, I can't spend that amount of money, go do it, go treat yourself. Think how many meals that you're going to go out and buy that are going to last like 10 minutes, and you definitely won't regret it. Now that's almost the end of my autumn favourites, but I did just want to share one more thing with you, and it's not something that I usually do, but it's a bit of crafts. I'm not really a crafty person. I'm quite cumbersome, like in the kitchen or doing things that require real skill. But as many of you know, when I was at Disney, I did collect Disney pins. Now if you are aware of what pin trading is, you basically can go around the parks and the resorts and pin trade with cast members, and that's a way to really build up pins that mean a lot to you, or collections if you're after that as well. So I don't have too many, but I decided that rather than just hanging on a lanyard just in a drawer, I thought I would get them out and put them on my wall. Now I decided to go to IKEA and just get cork round pot stands, and then this is what I came up with. Initially I did just put the pins on the cork themselves, but it looked pretty bare and it didn't really look appealing on the wall. So I had a wee think about what to do, raided the drawers, and I actually found that I had some spare park maps. Now with them being Disney pins, park maps are an excellent way just to showcase exactly what they are. And so if I put this closer, you'll see that this one is Magic Kingdom. You'll see that the castle is just under here, and then all the different lands as well. And then all I did was just basically pop my pins on. Now these ones are all my big main pins. Obviously I've got my cast member one here, and then these two are also cast exclusives that you can only get as a cast member, and then each of these other ones means something special to me as well. I have 3 of these on the wall, and I've made them into a Mickey shape, of course, and I will pop a picture of that right down here so you can see exactly how they turned out. Now to put them up on the wall, I've not pinned them up, I've not put a screw in the wall. All I've done is used a nice handy Velcro strip, which means that I can just peel them off the wall when and if I need to. But that is my last autumn favourite, and I just really thought that it makes me happy every time I look at them. And it's a great way of utilising stuff that you just have lying around that you think might be good wall decorations, rather than going out and buying a massive print or a frame. I think the cork boards cost me about £3, and obviously I had the park maps, so it really didn't cost me much at all to make them, and it's a really nice thing and a conversation starter as well. So that's it, that's my autumn favourites for 2015. If you have anything that you liked this autumn and would like to share it, then pop it down in the comments below and I will have a wee look at that. For the last video I did that you've maybe missed, you can see that right here, and it was with my friend Alice from 20 something city, and you should go check out her channel as well. But as promised, I will be back again with another video for you guys, so I shall see you later. Bye!